NBA players are known as the best basketball players on the entire planet, and most of them are among the best athletes that currently exist. This means that they're able to regularly do things that would most commonly be difficult for regular people. But even among these players, some stand out for their exceptional skill set, athleticism, basketball IQ, or pure understanding of the game. For every generation, there's that one unique talent that is capable of taking the league by storm, making the whole world gasp whenever they step onto a court. This list includes the likes of Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, and goes all the way down to current stars like Giannis and Luka Dončić. And today on Courtside, we'll be talking about none other than 2019's first overall draft selection. So stick around as we take a look at the incredible rise of Zion Williamson. Background: a rookie that plays for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is a power forward that's listed at 6'6". Played his lone college season with the Duke Blue Devils and is one of the rookies that has garnered the most attention since LeBron James made his professional debut back in 2003. He attended the Spartanburg Day School where he played his high school career. There he led his team to 3 consecutive state titles while also earning many individual awards and catching the eye of Stephen Curry and Canadian rapper Drake. He drew attention for his amazing dunking and scoring abilities. Throughout his high school career, he scored over 3,000 points, including a tournament record 53 points at the Chick-fil-A Classic on December 21st. He also broke the state record for most 30-point games in a season during his junior year. During these years, Zion received over 16 offers from NCAA Division I programs, including a football scholarship from LSU. By January 2018, he committed to Duke, along with top prospects Cam Reddish and R.J. Barrett. He made his debut for Duke on November 6, 2018 on a championship classic win over Kentucky. In that game, Zion finished with 28 points on 11 for 13 shooting, breaking the Duke freshman debut scoring record previously set by Marvin Bagley III. Throughout the season, he broke other freshman records set by the likes of Bagley and J.J. Redick, while also being named Athletic Coast Conference Player and Freshman of the Week on multiple occasions. At the end of the regular season, he was named ACC Freshman of the Year and Player of the Year, while also making the ACC's All-Defensive and All-Freshman teams. Sporting News awarded Williamson Season 2, naming him its Player of the Year and Freshman of the Year. Zion missed the final 6 games of the season because of a knee sprain. He returned to play on the ACC tournament quarterfinals despite growing calls for him to stop playing to take care of his body and avoid potential injuries ahead of the NBA draft. Despite these concerns, he helped his team win the championship and was named as the MVP of the tournament. All this while making a few other records along the way. He continued his excellent game on the NCAA tournament, but despite being among the favorites to win the title, his team was eliminated on the quarterfinals after a close loss to Michigan State. Following Duke's elimination, Zion declared his eligibility for the 2019 NBA draft, officially ending his college career. For his lone season, he finished with averages of 22.6 points, 8.9 rebounds, 2.1 steals, and 1.8 blocks per game, as well as with the highest field goal percentage ever by a freshman. Even though his college career was a short one, it was more than enough to secure his position as the consensus first overall selection for the upcoming draft, which in turn made the only question about his future: where would he be playing next? This was answered on May 14th when the New Orleans Pelicans emerged as the lottery winners by rising 6 points. On June 20th, the Pelicans selected Zion to become the new face of their franchise following Anthony Davis's trade to the Los Angeles Lakers. Before the NBA season started, many were anxious to see what Zion's potential would look like on the pro level. Some were even saying that the Rookie of the Year awards was his to lose, but an injury suffered during a preseason game delayed his debut and raised the alarms on his health. Because of his big frame, many were already pointing at Zion's health, and especially that of his knees, as his most dangerous weakness. And this thought was only reinforced after his injury was revealed to be a torn meniscus. It wasn't until January 22, 2020, after being fully recovered, that he made his pro debut with the Pelicans. He started his career with a restriction of only 18 minutes per game, and for most of the debut, he looked like a regular rookie. After 3 quarters, haters were already calling him overrated on social media. But then, the 4th quarter happened. In over 3 minutes, he proved doubters wrong by scoring 17 points on 7 straight possessions, which included 4 3-pointers and a putback layup. Suddenly, Smoothie King Center was filled with energy. An MVP chants could be heard when Zion went to the free throw line. The whole basket world just witnessed a glimpse of what was about to come. Before the season was suspended, Zion posted averages of 23.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game during 19 games. And he only seemed to be getting better as he got more comfortable as a professional player. During this short stretch, he made history by becoming the youngest player to score over 20 points in 7 straight games, a record previously held by Carmelo Anthony. as well as the first rookie ever with 8 20-point games in his first 10 appearances. He's been able to score while shooting the ball efficiently, having a field goal percentage of 59% and taking most of his shots on the restricted area. But his skills not only helped him to have great games and produce instant classics, such as his showdown with LeBron, where he scored a career 35 points in a loss against the Lakers, they also managed to turn the Pelicans into a more dangerous team, and one that was starting to make some noise in the West. Before Zion's debut, the Pelicans had an 18-27 record and were struggling to find ways to win consistently. But following the rookie's insertion into the lineup, they managed to have a 10-9 record and were closing in on the 8th seed. Now, with an opportunity to take the 8th seed in the bubble and a potential first-round showdown against the Lakers on the line, we can only hope to see the best of his game on the following days. But before we get there, let's take a better look at Zion's skill set. What is it that makes him so impressive? Is he only a great scorer? Zion's game is based on physical dominance. His size and frame allow him to bully smaller players with ease, which has prompted people to compare his game to that of Shaquille O'Neal. And while Zion could end up being the most physically dominant player since the Big Diesel, he has a great advantage over Shaq. Zion is not only huge, but he's also extremely athletic. He's able to quickly run down the court and make big leaps that allow him to poster most other players. He's able to quickly run down the court, make some big leaps that allow him to poster most other players. He's also got a smooth touch and is capable of converting layups that you would only see coming from smaller players. His size, quickness, strength, and leaping ability make him a valuable asset on the glass, too. On the offensive end, he's capable of taking rebounds over and out of the hands of opposing players and turn them into second chances. More often than not, he'll take either one of his teammates' missed shots or one of his own and turn them into 2-pointers. And though he still has to do the same on the defensive end, he showed in the NCAA that he's capable of dominating on both ends of the floor. So it's only a matter of time for him to get a better understanding of the NBA's defensive schemes. But returning to the offensive side, Zion is not your traditional big man. While many were concerned about his shot, he used the time he was out before his debut to work on it. And even though he's not close to being a great shooter from the deep, he's good enough to keep defenses honest at all times. He also has a great court vision and can deliver passes that remind you of teammate Lonzo Ball, with whom he's developed great chemistry. Lonzo will often throw lob passes from over the half court that Zion will easily convert into 2 points. All these skills, along with his physicality, already make Zion one of the most dangerous players on the court. And they've also made him one of the most marketable faces of the league. An example of this is the deal that Jordan offered him before playing any games. The shoe brand signed Williamson to a staggering 5-year, $75 million deal back on July 23, 2019, making this the second largest rookie shoe deal in the history, only behind LeBron's $90 million contract with Nike in 2003. And the shoe industry is not the only one convinced that Zion has the potential to become the future face of the league. On July 1st, it was revealed that Zion had been selected as the cover athlete for the next-gen version of NBA 2K21, an honor that only a handful of players have enjoyed in the past. This goes to show that the rookie's potential is not only limited to on-court activities. People from all over the basketball world recognize him as a generational talent. Conclusion: with a promising future ahead of him, Zion seems to be poised to take over the league before we even take notice. And with a team that will look to fight for the final playoff spot in the West and a surrounding cast that might be able to make the most out of his skills in the short term, the Pelicans could surprise us all. But regardless of what ends up taking place this season, Zion's best moments are surely ahead of him. And if his recent transformation into a slimmer and more muscular version of himself is any indication of his commitment with his health, we can only hope to be able to see much more out of him in the coming years. But what do you think of Zion? Will he be able to take the Pelicans to the playoffs and make the Lakers take a run for their money? Or is he already a generational talent? Or is it too early to tell? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to like it and subscribe to our channel for more NBA content here on Courtside. Stay safe, and until next time.